Hi again, scholars. Today we're going to do some more work in math and learning about fractions. We talked last week about fractions and we learned that they are a part of a whole thing. Let's talk a little bit more and do some review before we go on. We talked about things that if we have, here's this whole sheet of paper. If we fold it this way, remember we talked about folding that like a hamburger, a vertical line, a hot dog rather. This is a vertical line. We have two equal pieces. Here's the fold. We have two equal pieces. 1, 2. We learned that that is called 1/2. Each side is 1/2. You see it? 1/2 and 1/2. That makes one whole sheet of paper. Now, if I take this paper, go ahead and get a sheet of paper for you to practice on too, and I fold it this way, look what I'm folding, go ahead and you do it too. Remember, the ends have to line up exactly because they have to be two exact pieces. This is not folding it exactly, okay? And now we folded it this way, and we have two equal parts. 1, 2. They are each 1/2. But something happened when we folded it in those two lines. I'm going to draw a line on my paper, and look what happened. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have 4 spaces. What do you think we might call each one of those spaces? Yep, we're going to call them 1/4. Remember, we learned the other day that the number on the bottom tells us how many pieces are together, and the top number tells us what is the part. So this is 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4, 1/4. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. We say that number 1/4. We got a digraph on the end there, the word 4, and then it, like a digraph. Let me go ahead and write it for you. We spell it fourth. We have the word 4, and then we add the digraph TH. When we see the TH there, that means that we are writing a fraction. I meant to write a 4 here. So now we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Okay, the bottom number tells us how many parts in the whole. Okay, so this time there is 4. Let's draw a picture of that. You can go ahead and draw a picture. We have now made fourths. We have 1, 2, 3 fourths. That is fourths. Now let's look a little bit about fourths here. If I colored 1, that would be 1/4 is red. Now watch here. Now I'm going to color 2 of them red. These 2 together show me I have 2/4. 2 out of the 4 are red. If I colored 3, what do you think the fraction for that would be? Yep, 3/4. Remember, you got to put that digraph at the end. And the last one, 4/4. And whenever you see a fraction written like this, that equals the same as a number 1. Let's see why. If I have all 4 of these colored in, 4 out of 4 are colored, look at that. The whole shape is colored. So 4/4 is the same thing as 1. Let's go ahead and look at some more examples here. I want you to have your paper out because I want you to be drawing too. Okay, this time I'm going to draw a rectangle. You see my rectangle? I want you to go ahead and divide it into two parts. What do we call each one of these halves? We call each portion 1/2 because I have two equal portions, 1, 2. And we say that the words we would say would be 1/2. Okay? We don't say the L is silent. It sounds like this, 1/2, but it's not. Somebody decided sometime a long time ago that we need to have that L in there. Okay? So we say that 1/2. Now, if I divided that rectangle into a line horizontally, this is horizontal, how many portions do I have now? I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 halves. Let's go ahead and color in 3 of them. How many would I have that are colored? I have 3/4 that are blue. 1, 2, 3. How many are not blue? 1. What do you think the fraction for that would be? Yep. 1/4 is white. You are correct. We have 3/4 of them are blue, 1/4 of them are white. Go ahead and do another one. This time, I'm going to use my circle because I don't draw circles very well. And I want to make sure that we get this exact. Okay, so now I got to put my magnet board up. I have my magnet up here, and I'm going to divide that circle into 4 equal portions. I got that pizza, and I'm really hungry, and I want big pieces this time. So we're going to divide it into 4 equal portions. Now suppose, put another one up here. This one's purple. Suppose I decided to divide my pizza into 4ths like this. Are they still 4ths? Yes, because we have 4 equal portions. Remember, we say it with a digraph at the end. We've got to have that digraph, the TH at the end. How many 4ths are here? 4. Here's our fraction. They are 4 equal places. If I want to say that I ate 3/4 of my pizza, how many pieces did I eat? You are correct. 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I ate 3/4 of my pizza. Out of this pizza, I wasn't so hungry. I only ate 1. What would the fraction for that be? Yes, 1/4, because 1 out of 4 were eaten. Here it's 3/4. 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 out of 4 were eaten. Okay, let's go ahead and erase this off of here. Now remember, we said that a fraction must be equal pieces. So I'm going to try to trick you here. And I'm going to draw some pictures, and I want you to tell me if they are fractions, equal pieces, or not equal pieces. Okay? What do you think? I have 2 pieces, 1, 2. Are they equal? No. So I cannot write a fraction for this demonstration shape. Suppose I did Is that equal? No, because this portion is large, this portion is smaller than this portion. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's try a rectangle. Let's draw a rectangle. Draw a big one. Okay, I'm going to divide this rectangle into 4 pieces. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it say fraction? No, it is not a fraction. Why? Because each one of these pieces are not exactly the same. Okay, let's go ahead and erase that one. Let's try a triangle. Now you're saying, how could I divide a triangle? If I divide a triangle like this, are the pieces equal? Well, let me draw it again. I'm going to go from this vertice. Remember, we talked about that. These are vertices. These are angles. I'm going to go from this vertice all the way to the middle of this side. You think these are equal? Yes. How many pieces do I have? 2. So now I have halves. How would I write that fraction? Yes, the number 2 must go on the bottom for that fraction. Now remember, a fraction must have equal pieces. So I'm going to color in one of them. How many of my fractions are white? Yes, 1. 1/2 of my fraction is white. 1/2 is red. Put them together, 1/2 and 1/2. I have one whole part, one whole shape with 2 equal spaces. 1, 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another one. You're getting so good at this. Okay. Let's draw a square. Now remember, a square has 4 sides that are equal. So I'm going to do the best that I can. Usually the only way you can make them equal is if you have a ruler. I don't have one, so I'm going to do the very best I can. 4 equal sides. Okay. We have a red triangle, a red rectangle. This shows me that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal spaces. So I have divided it into fourths. What about if I divided my square this way? Do I still have fourths? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, because all 4 of them are equal. Okay, get your pencil. We're going to do another one. And remember, you can stop the video anytime you need to review. Okay, we're going to make a square. Started making a rectangle. Suppose this time I divided it like this. Are these pieces equal? Yes, the best I can draw them. So these are fourths. Suppose I want to tell you to color in, we're going to need 3/4 of them. Okay. How many would I color to show 3/4? 3/4 are going to be blue. I'm going to make mine blue. Make yours whatever color you want. Mine are going to be blue. How many should I color in? Correct. 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 out of 4 are blue. How many are white? Correct. 1/4 are white. If I want to say I have 4 fourths, or 4 out of 4 colored, what would I need to do? Yep. Now I have 4 fourths. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4 fourths means the whole thing is now colored in. Let's go ahead and erase that one. I can do something a little different now. So I want you to draw a circle. I'm going to put my circle up. Y'all have seen these before. We used them in school. This time I'm going to put some circles in there. I'm going to make a set of 4 items. I have 4 cookies in here. My set has 4 things. Okay, I have a set of 4 things. Okay. Suppose I'm going to give each one of these is a cookie, and suppose I'm going to give Eli and Jasleen a cookie. So I'm going to put Eli here, Jasleen here. I had 4 cookies in my set. I gave away 2. How many cookies in there are left? Let's see, I have 4 out of 4 in my set. Correct? I gave away 2. I gave 2 out of 4 away. How many are left? Correct. We still have 2/4 of our set left. Okay. Now we're going to be identifying some force. Okay. I have 4 in my set. Let me pull down a little bit so you see them better. I have 4 in my set. I want you to circle 2/4 of those. 2/4. I want you to circle 2/4 of my set. How many would I circle? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I said 2 out of 4. Now I have circled 2/4 of my set. Let's see some ways we could have circled 2. Okay. Could we have circled them this way? Yes, that still is 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 out of 4. Could we have circled them this way? Yep. We have 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 out of 4. Could we have circled them this way? Absolutely. We still have 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. What about this way? Yep. We still have 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's look at another fraction. Should have just gone like that, it'd be a lot easier. I want you to circle and show me 1/4. Yep, you would just have to circle 1. You could circle any of them. This is 1/4. How many do we have left in our set? This is called a set. How many are left? Well, let's draw a circle around, a line around it and see. 1, 2, 3. We have 3/4 that are left. Okay, so here's 1/4. Here we have 3/4 that are left. I think y'all are getting this pretty good. Now, let's talk a little bit about what we call the numbers in a fraction. We did this the other day, but let's go ahead and review it. I'm going to write the fraction 1/2, and the fractions 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. Those are the fractions that we are learning about. But we have a special name for each of the numbers in a fraction. I wonder if you can remember what they are. I'm going to write the fraction 1/2. Now these are really big words. The 1 is called the numerator. Let's see if we can divide that up. Numerator, 4 syllables. Numerator, not hard. Nonsense word, nonsense word, nonsense word. That's why we practice every nonsense word. Now the bottom number is even a bigger word than that. Let's see. Denominator. Let's clap that one out. Denominator. That is 5 syllables. Look at that. Here's the word in, and here's the word a, and tor. Denominator. That is 5 syllables. We always call the bottom number in a fraction a denominator, and the top number is called a numerator. Let's change the fraction. Let's change our fraction to 3/4. The top number is still called a numerator. The bottom number is still called a denominator. Okay. Let's see if I have the fraction. Let's see, 2/4. 2/4. Different fraction, but the top number is still called a numerator, and the bottom number is still called a denominator. It doesn't matter what the fraction is. Let's see, I'm going to make a really big fraction. Maybe your parents can read this fraction. Say my fraction is 4/16. Oh my, you won't learn about those until about 3rd grade. 4/16. It doesn't matter the numbers. The top is still the numerator, and the bottom is still the denominator. Okay? So today we reviewed the fractions 1/2, and we learned about the new fraction, fourths. We have 1/4. That means 1. 1 out of 4. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 4 out of 4. And the fraction 1/2, which means 1 out of 2. Go ahead and work on your assignments. Let me see them on Portfolio. And you have a great rest of the day.